Hi guys, welcome back. So this is the result of the seed we soaked for 24 hours. So you can see the embryo has already sprouted out, so you can see forming seedlings. So it shows that it shows how viable the seed is, and how we've helped it to with the viability level. Though not all seeds has already sprouted its embryo, but let me just say maybe 60% of it are already sprouting, already emerging. So now since we've seen the results, the next thing for us now is to plant. So is to plant the seeds. So, and this will give us it will increase the germination rate, since all the seeds has already emerged, like the embryo unit has already emerged from the seed coat. So which gives us a higher percentage of germination level. So now we go to the field to go and plant. Thank you. So welcome guys. This is the place we are using for the practical experiment. So the land, this particular bed has been plowed, and the poultry dump has been integrated into it. So everything is already set for planting. So these are just the weed residue that on top of it. So but we find a way to to solve this later on. So but for now, let's just focus more on the planting. So let me just focus more on the planting for now. So now these are the seeds we have to plant. So and we should remember our spacing for watermelon has to be is kind of distant, so it's not like cucumber. So this is the seed. You can see this one has already sprouted, so just insert it into the soil, and not too deep, so just like the tip of my finger here, this tip from here to here, and that will be around 1 inch or so. So that's just the depth of the plants, and make sure that it's spaced like at least 50 centimeter to each other, because it is practical experiment. That's why you're doing 50 centimeter to each other. If it is on the field like commercial, we are going to commercial level, then it will have to be around 70 centimeter to 1 meter. So around that spacing length. So drop our seed and plant it. Then move on to the next. Then planting our seeds. Then the next. Then another next. So this is the planting activities that we are already doing. So we are already into planting activities, so which is very simple and straightforward. Just it's not a must you find the cutlass before you plant watermelon seed. Just use your hand, dig a hole a little depth of 1 inch, then cover the soil. Very simple. So still moving on. Don't forget the spacing as you are planting. Spacing of 50 centimeter for this practical experiment. But when you're on your own feed, you do 70 centimeter, 80 centimeter, or 90, or 1 meter, depending on the number of seed and the interrow spacing you are trying to do. So if the intra row the interrow is the spacious the interrow the spacious the interrow, the more closer the intrarow will be. So, but it's fine. We will explain that one later on as we move on. So next phase is here, then another one will be planted here. So move on. Let's go to the second bed 2, because it is 2 beds we are doing. So yeah, we are on this second bed. So let's start the planting here also. So but this one will not be good. It's fine. So just have to do this place 2-2, like, because it's flat. So do it 2-2. Yeah, so planted over there. Then the second place will be around there. Yeah. So another 50 here. So okay. Yeah. So let's just finish up the planting, because that's what we came to do on the field today. Yeah, it's not easy. So okay, it's just actually the planting as like the space for the planting and this second field is already has already been obtained, but since there is still little seed, that is 4, so you just have to plant it randomly here. So maybe you can just take 2, plant it randomly here, then take the second 2 and plant it in the first bed. So let me just plant randomly here. And since it is practical, it's a practical store, so you don't have to be too organized with the planting. Though it's not that we don't have to be organized, but it shouldn't be too intensive. Okay, so I'll take the remaining seeds there, then remaining. Okay, let me plant one. Another one over here. Okay, so the remaining 2 I have to plant it in the first. Okay, then plant one over here. Take another one, then just plant randomly over here. So you are done with the planting. So I think what we've achieved here is that we are able to plant seeds that are already sprouting. So, and this will up the germination level and make the germination to be organized. So it's very, very, very the advantage is very high. So what we've learned so far in this training is that, first off, when you want to plant a watermelon seed, you have to try to increase the viability level by soaking the seeds in water and putting them in a piece of cloth or anything that can soak soak out the water in them and let them remain moist for the next 24 hours. So after 24 hours, you've seen the result that the embryo has started emerging out of the seed coat, which shows that the seed is ready to germinate. It's already even germinating. You grab. So then we put it into our soil. So for the rest of its time. Though some people do nurseries, but the one we are practicing in this training session is direct planting. So, but the nursery, that one will be to plant. Though the nursery is of two types, we can do the one of off-feed, and we can do the one of on-feed. So the off-feed might be, maybe you get this nursery tray, then apply your soil into the nursery tray, because the nursery tray has something like a segment on it that you can plant each seeds. So and you can actually put your soil there, or you can try and put what's it called, cocoa pit. So because the cocoa pit has the air space in the cocoa pit is very, very high, the if you should relate it to soil, so the cocoa pit air space is very high, whereby it will allow the water to drain out, so not letting the water to retain when you are wetting it, so that it won't let the air voids air space to reduce. So because when the air space reduce, there won't be enough oxygen, and the seedling might not grow well. So cocoa pit is very good when you want to. That is for the off feed, but for the on feed, then you just find a particular place where you can control a control environment in the feed. Maybe a place whereby there is shade, somewhere that you can actually control, that there won't be all these environmental factors that do affect plants. So that place will be a control environment. Then you plow your soil, then you plant it there. So where planting, after your planting, you'll be able to identify each area, each spot you've digged in your seeds. So for watermelon, after 2 weeks, then you're ready to transplant. Then you just dig them out of that nursery area to the permanent feed, where they will use the rest of their life cycle. So that's it. So next, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to be able to get more updates as it's going on this intensive practical session on watermelon farming. So next video will be about the nutrients, like applying nutrients to the soil when the seeds have already germinated, and applying water, like irrigating it in case there is no rainfall. So thank you very much.